In terms of policy in education, and I would say this is the author of a book which provides evidence on the issue of teachers, for example, I would say the first thing is to look at the evidence and do a health check on it in terms of its ideological taintedness. And evidence can be biased from both sides of the political spectrum, if you like. I think it's really important to look at evidence and try and interrogate it. That's the first thing. The second thing is, I think if you're looking at education reform, you've got to make sure that the key stakeholders are with you. So imposing things without addressing the ownership of stakeholders is problematic. And so key stakeholders are parents, another key stakeholder are teachers. And I think that's crucial. And the third thing I say is, which relates to my second point, is keep it simple. At the level at governmental level, if you want to effectively reform, you've got to be able to explain it in fairly simple terms. And the people who work for you in making it happen have to be able to explain it in fairly simple terms. I started this book because I think there is quite clearly a global concern about the quality of teachers and the quality of teacher preparation. But at the same time, people tend to exist within the bubble of the national system in which they work. And so, as somebody who's had the good fortune to travel around the world and look at different systems and so on, I thought it would be a good idea to just stand back and say across a number of countries, there's 12 case studies in the book, what has been the recent experience of teacher education? What has been the role in that? What have been the issues that have been raised? And when I set out to do that, I didn't necessarily have an agenda. I sensed that there were some similarities and some differences between countries, but I didn't have an agenda. And one of the interesting things, I think, has been to use the writing of the book as a research exercise in itself. And so I think some of the generalizations that we've been able to develop do have power across a whole range of different systems and structures.